friends! Today I will share with you how to set up a sewing and craft room for our AG dolls. This room is located on the third floor of our dollhouse. It's a tiny little space, and not until the last minute I decided to give it some life and to give our dolls who love crafting a nice space to explore their skills and interests. So there will be a lot of DIY items in here, and I will list and guide you whatever we need as we go through each and one of them. So now let us get started. Let's start with the cutting table. So I got these two wooden letters at a really good price from Michael's, and their size are perfect for our table's legs. I got this wooden craft tabletop from this dollar store, and the size is 8 by 10 for $3. And in order to create a white rustic look, I use a brush and white acrylic paint to paint the tabletop and to match the existing shelf that I bought. After the paint from the tabletop is completely dried, I use wood glue to glue all the pieces together and put them aside. And I would wait for about half an hour. I actually left mine overnight, and this is the results the next morning. Completely attached. The next item is a shelving unit. I bought this multi-purpose tray storage from the dollar store. It cost me $4. It's made out of wood, and I really like it because it's got that rustic white look. So all I have to do is to add some more shelving to it. And I cut out 4 foam board pieces to match the depth and the width of the space and hot glue them to the shelf. And as you can see, I also cut out a piece of foam board strip to cover the front and to prevent the ribbon rolls and the tapes from rolling down. The next item is the thread spool holder. I cut out a piece of foam board with the size of 4 by 6, and I also made little mark dots over there. They're like 1 inch away from the edge and 1 inch away from each other. And to clean finish it, I used a 1/4 width of an inch of ribbon with the color of your choice. So I used pink because I thought it's really cute. To clean finish it up with hot glue, and I used these little trim left over just to decorate it. And I use a pen. Now I poke all of the holes and use these little dowels that I got from IKEA's spare section. So I got a bunch of them, and so I insert it through and glue with hot glue gun, and that's how it's made. I got this thread spool from the dollar store for $2. It came with many colors, and so I opened the package up and pull all the thread towards one side, trying to achieve a thread spool with the height of about 1 inch. So after all that's done, I use a paper scissors to cut out the spools. And don't throw these away because I'm going to be using them for a lot of other things. And this is how my thread spools look like. For the ribbon holders, I use a bobbin to trace out circles on a piece of cardstock. You can use something else with a diameter of about 3/4 of an inch. So I cut out a few of them, maybe like 30 of them for 15 or 16 pieces. After all the cardstock circles are ready, I use the cutout thread spool tubes with the height of 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch and glue them together with these circles to make them into ribbon rolls. So please excuse me for showing off my ribbon collection right here, but we can actually use a little bit of ribbon from the little rolls with 1/8 of an inch width. And then I'm going to be using the rest 1/4 of an inch from my leftover jar. And I guess we only need like 5 inches long to 10 inches long. To start, I use hot glue to glue one end of the ribbon in place and start rolling it until I reach towards the other end. So probably it's going to be about 10 inches of ribbon in total. So once I reach towards the end, I make a cut and add a little dab of glue just to secure it down. Cute. And I'm doing it again for the next roll in the pink colors, and then 1/8 of an inch width ribbon. Looks absolutely adorable. And here are the other ones with 1/4 of an inch as well. Next are the knitting yarn bundles. I use about 2 yards of each color for each bundle. I fold the yarn in half and use a bobby pin to insert the yarn through the cutout thread spools tubes. So these tubes come in with a height of about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. So to start, I use hot glue to glue down one end and keep inserting the yarn through the tubes to wrap around it. And once I almost reach towards the end, I wrap the yarn horizontally to the other way and seal the last end with hot glue. For the fabric bundles, I cut out pieces of cardboard with the size of 1.5 by 5 inches. Then I fold the fabric and wrap it around, and I use hot glue gun to seal the fabric at one end and fold it. I also use hot glue gun to seal down all the layers, just to keep all the layers in place. I use my leftover scrap papers and cut them into the size to fit the shelving. And these are the little books I got from Dollarama, and I had them cut for $1. And these are the little tapes that I got from the dollar store as well. And all these are my dollar finds are for beads and decorations, as well as containers and artwork. The very last piece that I'm going to be showing you is a flush mount chandelier. So I saved up all of the leftover tape roll for the chandelier. The size is great. And I cut out 2 pieces of the silver tape and tape them around the inside and the outside of the tape roll. This silver tape gives really good reflection when the real light's turned on, so I use it all the time. So once we're done wrapping the silver tape, I cut out the rhinestone mesh that I got from the dollar store, use hot glue and glue it all around at the top, and glue the edges as well as the bottom. And once I'm done, I apply hot glue to the very top and mount it to the ceiling, and that's it. Yay! Moving on to my favorite part, it's a setting up part. I'm not going to do any more talking, but I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Please give this video a thumbs up, and for the new people, please press the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy and have fun!